Welcome to Help Desk with Joe, and with me as always, Joe.
We're back for another week.
We are show 79. We're quickly coming up on that big 100 number, the big century number. And today we don't have Justin with us. He had other duties to do and take care of. But, as always, Joe, you're here to help out the general consumer business owners, both locally, state, regional. You do a lot of stuff. You and Cena both, so interesting as it goes, and you always come in each week and give us tips and information about technology and what we need to know for the week. And then, of course, this week, tip of the week, which I really enjoy.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have product reviews, but this week's a tip of the week. But either way, so you got some interesting stuff to talk about. What do you want to start with today?
Well, let's start it out with some YouTube TV news.
YouTube TV news. Okay. All right. Lay it on us. I don't know anything about YouTube TV.
Okay, so YouTube TV is an online streaming service similar to Sling and Hulu Live. It's a streaming cable package.
Okay.
Cable service. So the Google-owned YouTube TV and NBC Universal are in a head-to-head battle.
Really?
Yes.
A streaming battle. Who would have thought that? But it seems to be commonplace now. Entities are either working to collaborate to add to their streams by either working out a deal or buying another streaming, whatever you want to call it,
Right.
platform,
Yes.
or they're fighting about it.
Right. Well,
And this is a fighting about it one.
Yes. So YouTube TV
Okay.
and NBC Universal are involved in a contract dispute that could lead up to at least 14 of the media giants' channels being dropped from their live TV service starting tomorrow.
Tomorrow, wow.
October 1st, yes.
Nothing like waiting till the last minute.
Yeah. So they've been in negotiations for a few weeks now, and YouTube TV sent an email out to its subscribers stating that if an agreement is not renewed, NBC Universal channels will go away. However,
Yeah.
YouTube is doing the right thing, and if they can't reach an agreement, they're going to drop the price from $64.99 to $54.99 per month while the channels are off the platform.
Wow. That's an expensive option. YouTube TV, $50 a month.
Well, to drop it, yeah, they're gonna.
No, I just mean like most of them. Like, what's the general? You get Hulu or something. What's that cost?
They're about the same price.
Really, that
Mhm.
much? Okay,
Yeah.
I didn't realize they were that much.
Yeah. Of course, there's a lot of extra bells and whistles involved. There's on demand and DVR, and I mean,
Yeah.
there's a lot more than just watching TV.
Gotcha.
There's extra bells and whistles involved.
Well, I just mean Netflix is $9-10, something like that, and you've talked about some of the other ones that are, up to 15 or 14.
Right.
And at that point, I was like, man, that seems like a lot. Now I didn't realize there were some that were up in the 50s and 60s.
Right. Yes.
Ooh. Okay. Have you had any experience with YouTube TV? Do you do
Personally,
anything?
I haven't. Now, my sister and brother-in-law have it. They love it.
Really?
So I haven't talked to them to see if they've heard this news yet.
I'm assuming with that price point that it's something comparable to like DirecTV, Dish,
It is. Yeah. Yeah.
or
You
Suddenly
get.
Cable, something
Yeah.
like
You
that.
get X number of channels. I'm not sure how many
Yeah.
number of channels you get right offhand, but yeah, it's comparable. But the only difference is from what I've seen, is with these streaming services, one, no contracts. You're not locked in for 2 years.
Right.
And two, the prices don't fluctuate. It's this price across the platform. Doesn't matter if you're a new subscriber or you're a long-time subscriber.
Right.
The price is the same, and once maybe every few years they'll up the price by $5 or $10. But it hasn't been like every 6 months the price will go up and all this and that. It's
Yeah.
kind of pretty well cut
Pretty
dry.
stable.
Yeah, it compared to your conventional ways of cable or satellite.
So, any idea what the deal is that's causing YouTube TV and NBC to have this fight?
It's the same deal that all the companies go through. Dish had an issue a while back with I don't remember the Sinclair Broadcasting, which is our local ABC and Fox affiliates, WCHS, WVAH out of Charleston, Huntington. They was in the dispute a few months ago, and it always happens. YouTube is just one of the first that I'm aware of streaming services that are in these battles with the content providers. So NBC, the NBC channels that are going to be impacted are is going to include Bravo, E Network, Oxygen, CNBC, Sci-Fi Channel, the Golf Channel, and various NBC sports channels.
That doesn't seem like a very important group of channels.
And I think it may lose your local NBC affiliate as well.
Okay, so you would lose your local channel. That would be a big deal for some people.
Right.
But, I mean, Bravo, Sci-Fi, Oxygen. I mean, those are okay, but they're not like the star-studded,
Right.
channels that most people really like.
Right.
I think. I could be completely. You're talking to. I'm somebody that doesn't even have TV, so
Well,
what do I know?
And the channels I just mentioned, I can't tell you the last time I watched anything on any of those. So.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You never hear somebody say, "Hey, I'm going home to watch Bravo."
Yeah.
Or that Sci-Fi channel is the one.
Yeah.
It's always, now sports I could see it being an issue, sports
Right.
stuff, but anyway, those aren't like TBS or USA or anything. That
Right.
those bigger channels that seem to have the mainstream stuff.
Although I'm surprised USA Network is not involved because USA Network's owned by NBC Universal.
Really?
Yes. So I don't know how they dodged the bullet on this one, but we'll take it.
Huh. Okay.
So YouTube TV sent an email to USA Today saying, quote, "Our ask is that NBCU treats YouTube TV like any other distributor. In other words, the duration of our agreement, YouTube TV seeks the same rates that services of similar size get from NBCU, so we can continue offering YouTube TV to members at a competitive and fair price," end quote. And NBC Universal set up a website warning fans of YouTube TV may drop their favorite channels. In a statement emailed to USA Today, NBC Universal said it's seeking fair rates from Google for YouTube TV to continue carrying its channels. So it's the classic, well, it's their fault, no, it's their fault.
I was going to say, they just said the same thing. Both of them want fair rates.
Yeah.
Wow, yeah. Jeez. Sounds very similar to what Congress is doing right now.
Yeah.
You got one job.
And we pay you for this one job.
And you get paid for it, and you got to go and mess it up. Anyway. All right, well, there's always entertainment. The entertainment industry is a big industry, and there's always a little drama going on here or there.
Right.
It's funny. It seems to be at least one of your news updates rotates around what streaming platform
What they're doing.
Yeah, is changing or negotiating or adding or dropping. That's a big deal now.
Yeah, and it's funny because, we always talk about tech news that just the common person would need to know.
Oh,
and in this case, if you have a YouTube TV subscription, this is going to impact you greatly.
Right, yeah.
Or may or may not, but still.
Well, yeah, I mean, and that's important because people now are not as much tied to, your dish, direct TVs, your cable providers. A lot of people are streaming now, especially with COVID coming through and people being home more. So that's a big deal.
Right.
If their streaming platforms changing, it's a really big deal.
Right, and it's funny that you bring it up, that we talk about it more and more.
Yeah.
I never imagined that we would spend so much time talking about streaming services because you think it's just entertainment. It doesn't really
it's
impact
not
us.
that big a deal, but
It's a movie and a TV show thing. We're not going to cover that, but
yeah, it's part of life. It's a big part of life now.
Yeah, it's a part of life, and what we talk about, we're not talking about the latest show or whatever.
Right.
But we're talking about the part that actually impacts you. It's the service or the money involved in the content that you may be paying for.
Yeah, the fiscal part of it's very important because people need to know, if they're subscribing to those specific platforms, what their bill's going to be and how much it's going to cost them. And
right, because if they see a $10 drop for 2 months and then they get all excited and all of a sudden they see a $10 hike, somebody's going to be mad.
Yeah, well, it'll affect their budget.
Right.
So, always important stuff. So it's kind of crazy, but, that's one of the things. You staying on top of the news for everybody makes it nice, makes it easy because a lot of times the average person probably doesn't go track down technology news like you do, and so they have no idea.
Right.
They just see their bill change and be like, what the heck?
Right.
What just happened? Whereas, hey, there's your tip. My tip of the week this week is listen to Joe's show here, and you'll stay up with the latest news on what your streaming bill is going to be.
Yeah, I feel like one of the news networks. We provide the news that matters.
Oh, it's crazy. You know how many people I told about the Apple update that they had to go do themselves? you know, I have a lot of friends and stuff, and with our soccer team and so forth that have Apple stuff.
Yeah. Well, it was
It's
funny.
crazy how many of them are like, we're like, what? I never even heard of that. What are you talking about? And then they went and looked at it like, yeah, there is an update.
Yeah, it's funny because literally that same day after we finished the show, I went out on a service call and I was working on the customer stuff, and I said, "You have an iPhone, right?" And he said, "Yeah."
Yeah.
And I told him the spiel, and they had no clue as to what was going on. I was like, "Yeah, you may want to." And then I was talking to a friend of mine. He's a doctor, but he's also a gadget guy.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
he has all the Apple stuff. So I told him, I said, "Hey, did you hear about?" He said, "Yep, on top of it." I said, "Well, you're the first."
yeah. That's everybody I talked to had no idea. So
Yeah.
that they started updating all their stuff, which is kind of crazy. So for you Apple users out there, sorry about your luck. My Android does it automatically.
Isn't that nice? Yeah, it was.
Where's Justin at when you need to give him a hard time?
I
you
know. That's what was funny because Apple released that update the very next morning, and I woke up and grabbed my phone, and as soon as I grabbed it, it said update available. And so I just took a screenshot and sent to Dave and Justin. Said, "See."
Yep. Okay, well, YouTube TV, watch your bill there because it may go down.
Yeah.
Or it may stay the same, I guess.
Yeah, if they reach an agreement,
You
it'll
might
stay
just
the
lose
same.
channels. If you lose channels, you know why.
If
I
you
guess that's
if you lose channels, you'll see a $10 drop. But if your bill stays the same, then you know that you didn't lose any channels. But I have to say, I have to give a tip of the hat to YouTube TV for doing the right thing, because a lot of these companies, you lose channels and they go, sorry about your luck.
Yeah.
And they won't make it right either
Yeah.
way. You pay the same price for less channels, and at least YouTube TV's coming to plate saying, if you lose these channels, we're going to make it right and
Yeah.
cut you a break. So
That is nice. That gives you a little bit of faith in their company and how they operate.
right.
Yeah. Okay. Well, the next one, you got some news for us about Facebook?
Yes, this is actually an
Ooh.
update from a
This will
story.
affect everybody.
Yes, this is actually an update. It follows up from our May 12th episode. I actually go through the archives last night.
May 12th. I can't even remember back that far, Joe. I struggle to remember last week.
Okay, so let me get you up to speed.
Okay.
Back in May, we covered a story where Facebook was talking about offering an app called Instagram for Kids.
Yes. Okay. I remember that.
Okay. Fast forward to this week, Facebook has announced that they're going to postpone Instagram for Kids amid uproar from parents and lawmakers.
Really?
Yes.
So, I mean, my first instinct is, okay,
Yay.
well, you don't want Instagram for kids, so they're just going to lie about their age and get it anyway.
Right.
That's my first instinct.
Right.
But, okay, maybe I'm just wrong,
Well,
which happens a lot. So
right,
no surprise there.
but this goes back to the parents being parents,
Yeah.
doing their job to make sure their kids.
Doing due diligence.
Right.
Okay.
But
Lay it out there.
So Instagram is postponing plans to release a kids version of its social media app following uproar from parent groups and lawmakers. In a post published on Monday, head of Instagram Adam Mosseri wrote that they will be pausing its plans in order to work with parents, lawmakers, and other critics to hear their concerns. But Mosseri stood firm on launching Instagram Kids, saying it provides an alternative for children who are already online using apps like Instagram, YouTube, or TikTok. And he says, quote, "The reality is that kids are already online, and we believe that developing age-appropriate experiences designed specifically for them is far better for parents than where we are today," end quote.
Yeah.
So, and one expert, however, disagrees. One opt-in parental supervision tools for teens like TikTok has will not work if children can turn them off, says Tatiana Jordan, Chief Parenting Officer for Bark, which we've talked about in the past.
Yeah, and we love Bark.
Yes. So instead, Instagram needs to pause work on trying to demonstrate the value and need of this product and focus on how to make their existing platform with children comprising a significant amount of its users safe, Jordan said. Right now, parents are at a huge disadvantage with the existing quote-unquote safety measures social media apps have in place. So
hold on. I got a couple of questions here.
okay.
I don't understand why Bark would be against this, because that would mean more business for them, I would think.
Well, their Bark's main goal is child's safety online,
Right.
and they're calling Facebook out on two things. One, addressing the whole thing where you mentioned if they're going to lie about their age, they're still going to use it.
Right, yeah.
And two, well, you can do this little dog and pony show and say, yeah, we have, look at all these measures we have, but if all I have to do is go click and
Yeah.
turn it off, it's useless.
But I mean, Bark would cover it though, as long as when they got on Instagram,
Right.
it filtered through Bark. So that's why I would think
But-
Bark would be like, hey, use it, but we're still here to help you.
But Bark's doing the right thing, saying at the end of the day, regardless if you use our product or not,
Mm-hmm.
this isn't good. They're they're doing their due diligence, saying, hey, regardless if you use our product or not, our main job is to protect kids online. Period. Case closed. Yes, we have a product that we sell that helps parents protect kids online, but our main goal is to protect kids online, whether we're going to make $1 off of you or not. So,
Right.
So I'm tickled with that.
Yeah, I mean, I still don't understand the whole. It's better that they just lie about their age and go on than it is to at least know what platform they're on, regardless of whether they can turn it on or off or not.
Right.
At least you kind of know where they are. Versus if they make one up on Instagram, they can kind of make up whatever, and you might not know they're on there unless you had Bark.
Right. Well, I think from Bark's standpoint, they're saying, hey, what you have now is broken. So before you roll out something new, why don't you fix what you already have?
Yeah. Yeah.
And
I don't know. That's a tough one.
right, but we've also talked about, and I think part of the backlash on this is the study we talked about last week or week before, where Facebook did that study with Instagram and found that social media actually hurts teens more than it helps.
Oh yeah.
And they're saying, oh no, it can't be that. Although our study says that, but pay no mind to the man behind the curtain.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think
TikTok rolled that out and said, hey, social media is detrimental to teens' health, which everybody should know by now. And if you don't know that, you're just burying your head in the sand and pretending. So
right. So from my standpoint, I think that this is a good thing if they've at least paused it, because
yeah.
with teenagers, the bad side of social media affecting teenagers, it's obvious.
Yeah.
So now, if they do this Instagram for kids, I just see it as, okay, right here's where we start with all these issues. So we're just going to crank it down here. So now you're even younger, that you have to deal with depression and all this cyberbullying and all this mess.
Yeah.
Because they post as, what's Instagram for kids? Now kids can go in there and take pictures and share with their friends. Yeah, but they can also deal with the same stuff that they're going to deal with a few years from now, and they definitely aren't at the mature age to handle all that.
I kind of agree with you, but then on the flip side of it, Snapchat.
True.
I mean, kids have Snapchat at 7 and 8 years old.
But again, that goes back to,
if not younger.
Right. Again, but that goes back to parents need to be held accountable at some point.
I think parents need to be held accountable at all points.
Right.
But we refuse to as a society.
Right.
It's easier to blame the social media provider. Since I'm using your platform, you ought to make it safe for my kid.
Yeah, there's a discussion you and I can have last all day on things that we blame the wrong things on these in certain situations. Let's not deal with the real issue, but let's blame something that has nothing to do with the situation.
Right. And just to be clear, what I'm saying is, parents, monitor your kids' phones. If you feel like you don't want to, or you're too busy or whatever, then get Bark. Pay the $100 a year to get Bark. Let it do it for you. And I have nothing in this, but I am a parent. I did have Bark that I used up until my kids got my son's 18 now, so
right,
kind of he's taking care of him. Well, man, I don't even know how to state that. He's a responsible young man that I trust.
Right.
And I trusted him before.
Right.
Still had Bark on.
Right.
Just because you never know.
Right. Well, and here's the thing. As a parent, I guarantee you 99% of the time the parent has paid for the phone, and the parent's paying for the service. So guess what? It's not your kid's stuff. It's yours.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. So Joe's secondary tip of the week, get Bark. Make sure you understand who owns your kid's phone and pays for their plan.
Yeah. And remind them of that if they need just a little reminder.
And if you're not sure, that is a more discreet way of saying don't let your kid be entitled to whatever they feel like they should.
Right.
Parenting 101.
And,
Anyway.
and before they say, Joe, you don't know what you're talking about, I have a 5-year-old.
Yes, and you're right in the middle of those battles of how these things work.
Right.
Yeah. And I have 3 kids, so yeah, I definitely have went through it.
Yeah, Dave, you
That's what I say. I'm on the other end.
medal.
Mine are older, so I'm at the point now where hopefully the morals and values we've taught them when they were little are paying off now. And just so everybody's aware, you develop your morals and values 60% by the time you're 4, 80% by the time you're 8ish.
Yeah.
So morals and values get taught early.
And that's in the grand scheme of things, that's a small window.
Oh,
I think it's a long time, but Sadie's 5 now.
Oh,
And
it
like,
flies by.
Yeah, I'm going because I get daily reminders of photos I've taken in the past, from like 4 years ago and all that, and it's like, where'd the time go? Yeah,
where did it go?
It's crazy and scary at the same time.
Yep. So enjoy your kids, but keep them safe. And,
Yes, absolutely.
And be aware of the Instagram battle that's going on.
Yes, and keep an eye on your kids' social media.
Oh gosh, yeah. Get Bark. My gosh, that thing is awesome.
That is an insurance policy. That's all
And
it is.
And honestly, it's cheap for what it does.
Yes, it it takes a lot of the worry out of all this.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right, and then any more on that? The Facebook with the kids' Instagram that's being put on hold, right?
Yeah, they're putting it on hold, so I'll keep monitoring this story and I'll provide updates as they come in.
Okay, so again, the big thing there: monitor your kids' social media, keep them safe. Cyberbullying is a big issue, and then just internet safety for children. That should be on everybody's mind if you have kids.
Okay, if you roll in your eyes when you hear the term cyberbullying, how about this? Online predators.
Oh,
there
gosh,
you go.
It's scary out there.
Oh, I know. I'm not looking. That's why people always kind of tease me and go, "So Joe, how you going to handle when Sadie gets the age she's going to get online?" I'm like, I've got I can have access to everything to the point where the kid can't even get on Google.
Up and say, IT guy.
Yeah.
IT guy.
Yeah.
I do this for a living.
Yeah. Some of them go, "Boy, I feel so sorry for Sadie. She won't be able to do anything without you." I was like, bingo.
Well, I feel sorry for her. Feel comforted that she'll be protected.
Yeah.
I mean, that's, yeah, I don't know. People are crazy. But yeah, I mean, it's good stuff. So if you have any questions about that, obviously, Bark, you guys do the Bark partnership?
Yeah, we're partners with Park, and we'll provide a link to the show notes for a free 7-day trial. I'll send that to you now, Dave.
You can tell it to me and I'll just type it right
Well,
now.
it's a long one.
Comment in on the show. Just put it right in the comments.
Okay. Yeah, that'll work.
Joe can do that. Technology guy. Bam.
Yeah, I'm on top of it.
So yeah, I mean, that's important stuff. And again, so important to watch your kids and their online media. It's gotten, I don't know, I feel like one of those old people. The world's so bad now compared. It's not. It's all the same. We're just more aware of it. But there's measures you can put in place to help take care of your children. And we used to do big presentations from Patch on online issues, online predators, cyberbullying, and just talking about, because when all these new apps come out, it was a scary thing. And a lot of parents didn't understand them, and a lot of parents still don't understand them. And it's this crazy stuff as simple as, a kid sends a picture on Snapchat and that photo goes away.
Supposedly.
Well, yeah. As far as they understand, it goes
Right.
away in 5 seconds and nobody's the wiser. Well, kids have gotten pretty savvy. So they'll get 2 accounts. They'll watch it. If it's something they want, they forward it to their second account and then screenshot it real quick.
Yeah.
And then they have it forever, and then they can spread it around to everybody.
Right.
So, it happens. It's happened here at Rome County High School. I remember... it's been 3 or 4 years now, but it was a big hubbub up there because, kids got a photo that they, that shouldn't have been shared to the world out there, but it was, and it got spread around the high school. They had to call in the police because once you're over 18, if you get some
questionable material.
Yeah, there you go. Then it becomes a whole different issue.
Yes.
And so yeah, it happens. It happens even in our small community here. So parents need to be aware and take care and do their due diligence with their children. So, you know, and we live in a wonderful community. We're in a small community here in Spencer, West Virginia, and you know, kids are safe, things are great. We have wonderful people, but there's always knucklehead moves made here and there. So
Right.
do the
Yeah,
best to protect yourself.
And the knucklehead moves you just can't avoid.
Yeah, I mean you're gonna have that. Kids will grow and learn and do stuff. And Joe, you posted it down in the comments there, so you can get a free 7-day trial of Bark, and you get it through A&M Digital Technology. So well worth it. Check that out. Try out the 7 days. That's what I did. I did the 7-day trial
And was
loved
sold.
it. Oh yeah, loved it. And so it made everything nice.
Yeah, because you actually pitched it to me, and then literally a couple weeks after we had talked,
Yeah.
I had a relative of Cena's message me go, and had this exact discussion. She goes, my kid's starting middle school, he's going to be doing sports. I want to get him a phone,
Yep.
but I'm just not comfortable with just giving him the phone, because we've had this discussion before. If you give them the phone, they have access to everything.
Yeah.
And so I said, try Bark, and
Yep.
and eased her mind quickly.
Yeah. It makes it so nice. Now it does get a little, you know, if you have, I don't know, if you have kids, you don't have to worry about as much. It gets a little annoying when you get all the constant bing, 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 you know. But you know, it's funny. It's funny how some of it goes down. You know.
Yeah, the false positives.
Yeah, but that's okay. I mean, at least you know it's working.
Right. I would rather have 1,000 false positives than it miss one something serious.
It's important.
Yes.
Yeah. So, all right, good stuff. And then we've talked so much about this, I forget what the third story is.
Apple.
Oh, well, a show that we have to have a talk about Apple again.
Well, we'll be bashing them if that helps.
Well, it's every show. Apple has news every week.
Well, this is a funny one.
Oh my gosh. I don't know. So just to recap, last week was the mysterious update that they didn't tell anybody about, but was super important
Yeah.
across the board for watches, iPads, phones, tablets.
They're Mac devices. Yeah.
All Mac devices. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
So I'm impressed that we're back again this week, but I'm not surprised.
But yeah, Justin's not here today to
I know.
to take the
The
in
brunt
the
of
joy.
it,
Yeah.
Poor Justin. Okay. Well, so lay it on me. What's new with Apple
So
this week?
we talked. Yeah. we talked about Apple releasing the new iPhone 13.
Okay.
Well, now Apple needs to fix a bug that's preventing iPhone 13 owners from unlocking with the Apple Watch.
Oh boy. Isn't that like job 101? Make sure that it does the basics.
Yeah, especially when we're going to present this as a new feature
boy.
at the big keynote speech.
Jeez.
So yeah,
I like it. Do you give Cena a hard time about this since she's an Apple user, or do you just let it go because she's
no,
the boss and you gotta live with her?
I let her. I give her a pass.
Okay.
Because she agrees with me that.
So it's just Justin that we get to give a hard time.
Oh
to?
no, I give my buddy Greg. I give
Okay,
him grief all the time about it, and because he goes, Apple's so much better. I go, well, if it wasn't for Google, Apple wouldn't have half of this stuff.
Yeah. Gosh. So how easy is the fix? Is it just to go in and upload an update?
Well, everybody's waiting for Apple to release an update.
Oh gosh. So
Yeah.
they have the problem. They don't even know how to fix it yet.
Yeah. So
Wow, what a train wreck.
So according to Mac rumors, Apple has promised to fix a bug that prevents the unlock through an upcoming software update. In other words, you may have to go check your phone to see if it's available.
Oh boy.
You can turn off the feature in settings and rely on passcodes until that solution's in place, Apple said, although it didn't offer a time frame for the patch.
And this is the Apple 13?
Yeah, the new iPhone 13. So the flaw typically tells the users the iPhone is unable to communicate with the Apple Watch. Others can't even set up the unlock feature in the first place. And the reason there's such uproar over this is because a lot of people use their face to unlock. Well, with a face mask, that becomes useless.
Yeah.
So they use their Apple Watch to unlock their phone, and now they can't because there's a bug.
So the iPhone 13, does it seem to be right? It'll cost like $900.
I haven't seen any of the new features that make me go wow.
Well, I just mean, does that seem to be the right price?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, so $900. I mean, that's not terrible cost-wise. Like normally the big ones go up for like $1,200, $1,300.
Right.
But still, for $900,
You can't
a
use
brand new latest technology phone.
And you can't use one of its main features that they touted at their keynote.
Gosh. Isn't that something that you think that you just start firing people?
Yeah, I guarantee you there's somebody in programming somewhere that got their butt chewed.
Oh my
Big
God!
time.
How do you let that one go through? I mean, shouldn't you do like product testing and somebody figure that out right away?
2 words: quality assurance.
Gosh.
I mean, they only had a year to design and develop this and program it. I mean, you would think a year would have.
I mean, it seems like it'd be a given.
Yeah.
I just don't understand. I mean, that's like giving a car or selling a car and being like, yeah, key doesn't work.
Good luck.
But come buy it anyway. Woo!
Now, come back in a couple of weeks and we'll have a key made for it.
Yeah, yeah.
But you have
Gosh,
to buy it today.
that's unreal. Just Apple. They're just hitting home runs left and right. Where's Justin? I miss Justin.
know.
Justin should be right here taking the brunt of this.
Exactly. As the unofficial Apple representative of the group.
I know. The sad part is he got his phone for free and it's like 6 years old.
Yeah.
So it doesn't even apply to him, but I know what he. Gosh.
Well, we may want to fair warn him. So if he's going to get a new
No
one,
way.
don't.
He, as an Apple user, he deserves it. He doesn't get a fair warning. He just has to take it. That's how that works.
No feelings for Justin today, man.
Okay, well, he's not here to defend himself. So.
Okay.
That's how it works. If you miss the meeting, you get all the jobs.
Yeah.
Man, I can't believe Apple. What are they thinking? They went from being like, this is the golden goblet of technology related to phones and iPads and MacBooks and stuff to we can't even get the basics right.
Right. It's almost like they're teaming up with Microsoft going, let's see how we can screw this up today.
Wow. Anyway. Yeah. I mean, what do you say? My gosh. Don't go buy the new Apple 13.
Well, yeah, wait a couple months here and let's see how this all shakes out.
Yeah, I mean, well, that's the scary part. So they don't have a fix in place, meaning that they may not. Well, I mean, surely they will.
They will, but we don't have an ETA yet.
I mean, that could be anything.
Yeah, it could be tomorrow. It could be 2 months from now.
Do you think it's something as simple as just an update that it would do itself, or is it missing like hardware?
No, it's a software glitch.
That's a pretty big glitch.
Yes.
Wow.
I mean, I know that there's been chips and part shortages worldwide, but surely Apple could have pulled an Apple Watch off the assembly line and go, well, yeah, this one person, they're going to have to wait a couple extra weeks to get their watch, but at least we'll have one to test with the phone.
Yeah. Yeah, you think you'd do that regardless.
Right.
Like, from the movie Armageddon with Bruce Willis, surely they got a room of people just thinking this stuff up, and a room after that. Yeah, Apple surely has some product testers in place that are like, hey, let's test every single feature.
Right.
So that we don't look like morons when we roll this out. Well,
but
here we go.
But what do I know? I'm just a tech guy.
Oh, gosh. I'm not even a tech guy, and I know better than to roll that kind of deal out.
Yeah.
I mean, surely Apple can afford to pay one person to go through every single feature.
Well, I think part of the issue is today as a society, we have to have the instant gratification.
I guess.
So these companies just crank this stuff out and go, we'll fix it later. We'll just kick the can down the road. Because think about it, Dave. When we was kids, and I'm looking at video games on this, the video game manufacturers, they had one shot to release a game that was worth anything.
Because it's on the disc and that's all you got.
Yeah, and there was no update, or there was no we'll send something in the mail. Either it worked or it bombed, and if it bombed, you didn't get a second chance.
Yeah.
Now we can send out a game that will do everything but destroy your console.
Yeah.
And when they complain, go, oh, we'll send out an update.
Yeah.
So then we'll send out an update that'll actually fix it the way it should have been the first time and go, hey, look, we fixed it.
Yeah. Now, update, that's the same thing as like a patch, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, when someone says, okay, this patch will come and fix it.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. That's the standard we live in? Is that where we're at, Joe?
Yeah, we prefer quantity over quality.
I mean, it'll be okay. We'll fix it later.
Yeah.
That is craziness.
But look around, Dave. I mean, look at everything that involves technology. It's we'll fix it later.
I guess. I don't understand the mentality. I'm with you. It's confusing, and I don't see how they could drive sales like that. But I guess, you'll have people that will say, oh, well, I'll buy Apple anyway because I'm a diehard.
Yeah, just jump in and go.
All right. Well, good luck to those folks. As you can't have your watch work. And boy. Okay. Well, another week, another sad disappointment with Apple products. Next week, more of the same probably.
Yes.
Same talk, different version, right?
Pretty much.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we've covered YouTube TV, Facebook, with the kids' Instagram being put on hold, Bark, and now our weekly dose of Apple disappointment. I'm telling you, I really miss Justin here for this.
I know.
That's okay.
I would love to heard his input on this one.
Yeah. I know what his would be. Well, I don't care. My phone's so old it doesn't matter. It's given to me. So, so he's not really buying into the Apple fold. He's just kind of like one of those incidental bystanders. But he still has to take it.
That's right, because
from us.
Because he chooses to continue to carry the iPhone with him.
I kind of feel bad for him in that sense because it was free to him. He got it secondhand, and so I don't know. I mean, I kind of admire he does have to ride that out until he can no longer use that phone. He doesn't have to, but I mean, that's a good choice to make.
Right.
Yeah, it doesn't cost him to run that phone into the ground. It's kind of like his little power battery thing.
Yeah. Did you see my response to that yesterday?
So what was it? I didn't see it.
So he sent a video yesterday. He was charging up his power brick.
Oh gosh, is he getting ready for like Thanksgiving?
That's what I asked.
Is that what you said?
Yeah. That's what we don't charge.
Start charging now because it takes like 4 weeks to charge.
Yes, that's what I sent back. I said, so you getting ready for Thanksgiving break?
So if you're not familiar with what we're talking about, Justin has a power bank, just one of the little ones, like phone size. But he put it on chart. He did a product review of it, which was so funny, because and I don't even know what show or how many shows ago it was.
It's been a while.
It's been a while, yeah, at least 34 months. But he charged it up to go on a backpacking trip, and it took like 4 days to charge. He just kept going by in the evenings, and he'd look at it, and it'd still be blinking on like bar 2 for a day, and then it slowly got charged all the way up.
And then took no time flat to go empty.
Like an hour, and it was empty. 4 days to charge, 1 hour to empty. So he's got it back on charge. Well, that means he's at least not using it for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
'Cause it'll take that long to charge up.
He's planning ahead.
Yeah, gosh, you have to. He might even have to like half charge it and then let it have a break and then fully charge the rest of it in a week later or something. It's hard to tell. Anyway, funny story with his product review of his power bank. Poor Justin. When his birthday rolls around or Christmas, I'm going to get him a new power bank.
There you go.
They're like $5 at Walmart. But surely be better quality for even the $5 one. Oh, well. All right, well, do you have anything else with it? I know you have a tip of the week. Do you have any other technology news stories?
No, that pretty much covers.
All right, on to the tip of the week.
Yes.
I like the tip of the weeks, Joe. Does this one pertain to me?
It possibly, depending on how much you want to spend.
Oh, okay, I'm a cheap one, so no.
So Amazon held an event this week.
But we're hitting all the big boys today.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they held an event on Tuesday, and they announced some new gadgets. So I want to see what your reaction is on all these gadgets.
Should I look at them?
Sure, I don't care.
Okay. Let me go to Amazon.
Well, I don't know if they have them on their website or not.
That's all right. I'll look at Amazon.
Okay.
All right, what you got?
Okay, so they announced 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 new gadgets.
Okay, hold on.
Okay.
So I'm on Amazon's front page, and this is just the generic front page.
Yes.
The Astro, which is a household robot with Alexa.
That is one of the new.
Echo Show 15, which is a display.
Yes.
Redraw Amazon Glow. Halo View, which is like a watch. The Ring Alarm Pro, which is the next generation security and connectivity. Blink Video Doorbell, and Amazon Smart Thermostat.
Yes, those are some of the things we'll be talking about today.
All right, so you're on front page Amazon, Joe.
Yes.
I like it. Okay, hit us with this Amazon story.
Okay, so
tip of the week, sorry.
So the first device that Amazon announced is a new smart thermostat, and it's going to be competing with the Wise thermostats that we have discussed at great length before and we absolutely love. So Amazon is partnering with the Honeywell spin-off company Resido.
It says made with Honeywell Home.
And it's an Alexa compatible device thermostat that's going to start at $60, which is about half the cost of the cheapest Nest thermostat. And it's going to give you capability to say things like, Alexa, turn off the AC. So you can use your Echo Dots to say, hey, turn the thermostat up, turn it down, turn the furnace on, turn the air conditioning on, whatever you need. And I'm going to assume there'll be an app that you can control it as well.
Alright, so the Wise thermostat
Yes.
costs $70.99.
Okay.
So slightly more expensive.
Well, right now I'm looking on their website, and you can get it. Oh wow! Okay, without the C-wire adapter for $59.99,
Okay.
and it will be released November 4th.
Yeah, they're both pre-order.
Yes, and you can pre-order right now.
Now, I have a thermostat Wise one, but I haven't hooked it up yet. And I know you do as well.
I have two. I have
You
two
have
now.
two, okay.
Yeah.
And so they just sold Wise sold out all of them. I'm assuming.
Well, no, Wise is still in business.
No, I'm saying they sold them all out because
Yeah.
it says here you notify me when available.
Yeah, they're on back order.
So that's what I mean. So they've sold so many of them though that they've sold out, and now they're back ordered. And then
Yes.
Amazon is
Trying to jump in.
yeah, with a pre-order deal.
So I'm kind of torn. You know, I love my gadgets.
Yeah. Are you gonna try one of these out? Is that
I'm-
what you're torn on?
Well, I'm torn about wanting to try it, but yet still wanting to support the little guy being Wise.
Yeah.
Because Wise, for two things. One, Wise is a small company that's done phenomenal things.
Yeah.
And two, Amazon and their security has not always been the best.
Right.
So I'm kind of going,
Well, hold on. So that's $60. You're right, with no C-wire adapter. If you do it on Amazon, if you do it with a C-wire adapter, it goes to $75. So $4 more expensive than Wise.
Right.
Okay. Interesting. And I still need help with mine. I don't know how to get my C-wire thing to work.
Yeah, because you don't have a circuit board, do you?
No, I don't. My air unit is old.
Well, that's like mine. That's like ours at the office. I had my
Ooh.
buddy. He works with HVAC stuff. He figured out a way to make it work.
You're gonna have to fill me in.
He found now. This is just for entertainment purposes. I do not recommend this. Have an HVAC expert on this. With our particular model, he found that he could take the C wire and pair it with the Y wire, crimp them together, and that took care of it.
I saw that online because what that does now, I think, is that let you not be able to use your fan by itself.
No, that provides power to the thermostat itself.
That's what I mean, but
Yeah.
I think you might lose the fan only function. I could be wrong.
I don't know.
I don't either. But who uses the fan only?
Exactly.
Anyway?
I never use it.
So I looked that up online, and that's kind of what the general consensus was.
Okay.
But it's like anything else. I watched one YouTube video, and all of a sudden I'm an expert.
Right.
So I don't always trust those, especially when it comes to my AC unit and when I might blow it up.
All right.
So-
That's why I have much more experienced people working on
Yeah,
it.
so that's why I need just somebody with some experience to come in and say, look, this is what you do. But that's why what I saw online was that you couple it with either the green or the yellow wire, and then it takes out that fan only option because it provides continuous power, but it lets the thermostat work with the AC on or the heat on.
Right.
But I never use fan only anyway, so.
Right. I've never known anybody who use.
I've used it back in the past a couple of times when we just wanted to kind of like circulate air.
Right.
But I mean, now we have ceiling fans and everything else, so don't really need it. Anyway, all right. So, man, I got you clear up. Where's Justin at when we need to be on track here? So we know that it's about $4 more than Wise, and I agree with you. I like Wise. I like the idea of it. When you talk me through getting the Wise cams, and I have them at my house, and we're gonna utilize some of them at Patch here, and I really like them at my house.
Yeah, they're just simple and affordable.
Oh
And
gosh, yeah, super cheap.
so that's why I'm kind of torn. That and I really don't want to go rewire the HVAC system again.
And this is what I'll say. Like Joe, you walked me through getting the Wise Cam outdoor versions.
Mm-hmm.
I love them. I was really skeptical about how long they would hold charge and how they'd work, but man, they hold charge forever.
Oh yeah,
And, and they work fantastically.
I just installed one for my mom and dad a couple Saturdays ago.
Yeah, so good stuff across the board. So if you're not familiar with it, WYZE. Do you have a? Are you guys a retailer for them?
No, not yet.
So you can get them and help people.
Oh yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, so I just hijacked your whole story about
Amazon.
Amazon, but
yeah, but it was good for a good reason though.
Yeah. Okay.
So the next device up is the Echo Show 15. So if you're not familiar with the Echo Show is like the Echo Dots, but it has a screen. So you could set it in your bedroom or your kitchen. You get the weather reports and watch TV and do several things with it, with the screen. So this new Echo Show 15 is a
Hold on. How do you watch TV?
You can get certain apps like Netflix, like you can.
Okay, you can use Netflix on it or whatever.
Yeah. Or Amazon Prime movies.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't justify the reason myself, but
Well, I mean, okay, so couldn't you just get a regular TV and it would do the same thing?
you would think. But this is smaller.
I mean, I don't know. I'm
but
just
it's
asking.
smaller and portable.
Or is it have the feature on it that lets you do stuff that a regular TV wouldn't do?
Yeah, I think it has like the Alexa features and all that. Like you could tell it to check your security cameras, or what's the weather for today, or set a reminder, stuff like that. All the Alexa features.
You mean like it would talk to you?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't have Alexa or any of that, so I don't know.
Yeah, it can talk to you and all that.
Would this be? I mean, it's $250.
Well, now this is the bigger version. This is it looked like a framed picture, and it's wall mountable. So the other one was like I said, it was just a little desktop model, about the size of a toaster, but this is actually a wall mount model. So it'll give you one tap access things like reminders, calendars, security camera views, and it works in both portrait and landscape modes, and it'll cost $250.
So here's my question: for $250, I assume you could get me a laptop.
Yeah, to do the same thing, but this will take up less real estate because you could mount it on the wall.
Yeah, I just mean, in a laptop you can do a lot of different stuff with.
Right.
Is it me or does that just seem like pretty expensive for a toy?
I'm with you. I can't justify it, and I can't find a need for it.
Yeah.
And I definitely can't find a reason for just the regular Echo Show to have it in like a bedroom. That just creeps me out. Because all these stories we've heard in the past.
Yeah. Wait a minute. So it has a camera on it?
I don't know if this one does or not, but some in the past have.
I think it does.
Because they was talking about in the past where you could set the Echo Show up in your bedroom and you could use the Echo Show to help you get dressed in the morning, to give you fashion tips. And I'm going, yeah.
Oh,
and I'm going,
people.
No.
People. It looks like it has a camera in the upper corner. Wow. I don't know. People are crazy. Bedroom. Jeez. And that's coming soon as well.
Yes.
I don't know. I mean, I'm just kind of torn because I feel like, maybe everybody doesn't have an IT guy, but I'm pretty sure I could say, hey, Joe, I just want a TV and I want it to do some of these functions. And
yeah, that would be so much easier. Well, and you have your phone and your tablet anyway, so why would you need something hanging on the wall?
Yeah, unless you're planning on using it as a TV. That's the only thing I could see.
But still, it'd only be 15 inches.
That's why, for $250, you get a pretty big TV.
Yeah, you can get, if you catch TCL's Roku TVs on sale, you can get those. Well, okay, buddy of mine bought I think it was a Magnavox 32-inch TV for $139 a few months ago. So there you go.
Okay, well, hold on. You just said Roku. I just looked those up. So, yeah, you can get a 43-inch for $340. You can get a 42-inch all-new Insignia for $219. So you can get a 42-inch TV cheaper.
Yeah. And
it's a smart TV, Fire TV. So that would do the same thing?
Yes.
So for $150, you get a 32-inch.
And then you could AirPlay your device to that screen, and
Actually, it says on here that one, the $150 one, has Alexa built in.
there you go.
So isn't that the same thing?
Pretty much.
Oh, jeez. I mean, I'm assuming some people will buy it just because it's novel and they don't know, but
I mean,
2 seconds talking to a tech guy and bam, we're at $150, so we're going to save $100 roughly.
yeah. I mean,
And have the same thing, but bigger.
the bells and whistles that this offers that it can do that the TV doesn't justify. I don't need my TV to tell me what my calendar is. I don't need my TV to tell me what my reminders are. I can look at my security cameras on my phone or my tablet.
Well, I mean, so you couldn't get that on a smart TV though?
Well, if you AirPlay, you could set your phone to like AirPlay your phone to that.
Mirror it to it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Okay, so you could do it, but
Yeah.
it'd just be, okay, a little less convenient maybe.
Okay, yeah, a little less convenient, but $250 still in your pocket.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Joe, saving you money.
There you
Looking
go.
out for you.
Oh, and I guess it'll also do custom sound detection. You'll be able to teach Alexa to recognize new sounds and perform actions when it hears them.
What?
The example given was teaching Alexa to recognize the beeping sound your fridge makes when it's left open to send you a notification. I'm going timeout. Refrigerators have beepers now.
They do actually. If you leave your door open for like more than 15 seconds, it starts beeping.
Okay, so you can teach Alexa to send you a notification. Hey, ding dong, you left your refrigerator open. Because surely you didn't hear the beep.
Yeah, assuming that the last thing you did at your house was walk away from your open refrigerator door.
Yeah.
And
Well, I know I do that at least 3 times a week.
Okay.
Just leave it wide open, hours on end, and
Well, you might need this then. Oh boy. Okay. What else you got? Oh, well, you know what? Hold on. It does have an easy open and close the camera shutter, so you can put a little shutter
little
over the
shutter.
camera.
Okay.
So yeah, take that right in your bedroom, Joe. It'll be fine.
What's the worst that could happen?
Yeah.
So now this one kind of creeps me out,
Oh,
and
boy.
I don't understand.
If that
why.
last one didn't creep you out,
Yeah,
it
get
amazes
ready.
me that this one does.
But wait, there's more.
There's more.
So Amazon's voice assistant technology is going to be coming to tens of thousands of Walt Disney Resort hotel rooms. So now you're going to have an Alexa in your bedroom, in your hotel room. So they're partnering up with Disney. So now instead of going into the hotel room going, "Hey Alexa," you say, "Hey Disney," and you can ask about things like when the park opens, when the next shuttle will arrive, and you can even request towels.
Wow.
But again, it's in your hotel room.
Yeah. Yeah.
What could possibly go wrong there?
Boy, I tell you what. I mean, I don't understand that one fully.
Me either.
Just because, I mean, if you're going to Disney, you're going regardless of whether Alexa's in your hotel room or not. So
Right.
why would they incur the extra expense?
Well, and just the creepo factor of a microphone in your bedroom, in your hotel room.
Yeah, but I mean, it costs them more to do that. So why
Yeah.
would they care? What's the incentive for them to do that?
So they can push more ads to your phone. So when you talk about want to go buy that Dumbo shirt, you can get Facebook
Yeah.
ads on 30 different styles that they have inside the park.
Okay. It's amazing. It's an amazing world out there.
Yeah.
And it's amazing how we choose to
Well,
use this
amazing
stuff
or just interesting?
Well, I mean, it is amazing technology.
Yes.
Um,
But the applied use for it,
yeah, getting a little sketchy on that.
yeah.
Let's just figure out how we can get more Alexas somewhere. Disney!
Yeah.
Oh, boy. I wonder how that sales meeting went. How'd that pitch go? You know what you need in your hotel room?
What you don't already have.
Yeah.
You need microphones.
You know what will enhance the Disney experience for everybody? Being able to order towels through Alexa.
Yeah, I would have to meet the pitch man on this one because we're talking like Billy Mays level.
Oh,
of
yeah.
pitch
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, that's a superstar salesman right
Yeah.
there. Huh, that's interesting. Okay. All right, what's the next one? I'm ready.
Amazon Glow. So
Glow. Okay. I see that, but I don't know what it is.
it's an interactive tablet / projector. They call it a tablet / projector thing for kids and families. So the
Okay.
8-inch screen connects the kid with a remote family member while a built-in projector beams a game onto a touch sensitive surface in front of it. The family member on the other end of the video call can play along with while they chat and interact with the game via the tablet. Amazon's working on games in partnership with Disney, Mattel, and Nickelodeon.
Okay.
It'll launch with an early access price of $250, with the price eventually increasing to $299. So basically, what it is, we learned with COVID and quarantines and all that people aren't getting around like they used to.
Yep.
So you could have one, and you could have a family member live halfway across the country and have the same thing, but yet you guys could still sit down together and play a game of checkers.
Yeah, and it looks like they have a bunch of different games for it. But yeah, the interaction. Now, this one I actually kind of could see.
Yeah, this one I can see a use for.
I mean, and what gets me is they have like a kid playing or coloring, and they have a grandparent on the other side on the screen. I could see that interaction being pretty neat.
Yes. Yeah, that one I can't poke too much fun at.
Yeah.
It actually has a credible use.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. As long as, I'm sure it would get boring after a while, but I mean, if your grandparents live somewhere else and you have a younger child, that interaction once a day or every couple of days would be fantastic.
Right.
And having real interaction rather than just, screen time.
Right.
So, pretty cool. I kind of like that one.
So the next up is Halo View. It's a waterproof Fitbit-style wristband with a built-in display for $80. And it'll also launch with Halo Fitness, a collection of hundreds of streamable workout videos, and Halo Nutrition, which is meant to help with meal planning and grocery shopping. So it's their version of the Fitbit.
Well, how much was it?
$80.
Wise's watch, $19.99.
There we go. But the ding on Wise is the fitness tracker is great, but it doesn't have like the meal plans and all that.
Right. Now the Wise band is $25. I don't know. I assume that's different.
Yeah, that's this type of fitness tracker.
Right.
But it doesn't have like
Doesn't have all the bells and whistles.
Yeah, it doesn't help you track meals and all that. But it's also only $25. So there's a little trade off there.
Huh. Okay. Heart rate, activity points, sleep score, blood oxygen levels. 12 months, workouts, programs. Yeah. Okay. I mean, it has some features there. Let me look at Wise. I'm going to look at Wise and see what they say.
Okay. Yeah, because this next gadget, I think you're going to have a field day with.
So Wise says you can turn your lights on and off with theirs.
Yeah, the Wise one, it still has a lot of bells and whistles. You can get text notifications. You can turn. It has Alexa built in as well.
It does. Color screen.
And you can check the weather report.
Fitness tracker. Says it goes, same thing, goes beyond your daily step tracker. It gives you 24/7 heart rate. Monitors your sleep pattern, sleep quality. Reminds you when you've been sitting too long. Run mode, it lets you see your distance, pace, and total time. Okay, and you get your notifications, so you get it, connection to your phone.
Right.
You get to see who's calling, check the weather, and more. I mean, it seems like it's got a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
alarms.
Yeah, for the price, it has a lot of bells and whistles. It just doesn't have some of the features of some of the others, but you're also not paying the premium price either. So
yeah, the only thing I really see that Amazon says that goes beyond what Wise does is to measure your body fat with your smartphone camera.
And you can track your eating with it.
Okay, and track your eating. Yep.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Is that worth the extra $80? If you're that into it and you're tracking your eating and stuff, maybe.
Right.
But I don't know. That's a big. I mean, you could do your phone to do that.
Right. Yeah, there's all kinds of.
I don't know why you'd have to have your watch.
Right.
I mean, I have a Garmin
well, I think
watch, but I
think
don't.
it's just convenience. That's all central in one location.
Yeah. Okay, the next one. What we got?
Okay, we have a flying security camera. And this falls under the what were they thinking? What else were they thinking category? Again, this is a Billy Mays Pitch Man.
I don't see that on their front page.
Well, this one's still kind of
what's it called?
It's a Ring security drone. So here's how it works. It's a flying security camera that flies around your home to record footage while you're away. But the company says it's going up for purchase right now with at an invite-only basis. And estimated price on this will be $250. So here's what it does, Dave. You get it, you walk it around your home so it can get the layout of your home. And then, if you leave and somebody tries to break in your home, it'll hear the glass smashing and just take off and start flying through the house.
Oh boy.
So surely this thing couldn't be hacked, and you'd be walking through the house and that thing just smack you in the face. And
Well, I just really, I mean, that's what we're down to. That's what we're putting our valuable time into play with.
And resources.
Oh my gosh. I mean, it's neat, I guess, to have a camera that you could fly around. Which the first thing it says is a new kind of camera. Flying indoor security camera. So you can do custom flight paths. I guess you can't control it while you're using it, but it'll fly a path that you pre-do.
Yeah, I just see bad written all over this one.
I mean, somebody out there is going, that's awesome.
Not here, but somewhere.
Yeah. I could fly that around and see what's going on in my house by using a little drone.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We're getting there, Joe. This technology thing is getting there.
Now, on the flip side, this one's a little pricey, but it's not a bad idea. They're going to start offering Ring virtual security guards. So if you have any of the Ring devices, the outdoor cameras, the doorbells, etc.,
right?
They are launching a subscription monitoring service for those devices. So you have to get the specific device that it'll work with, and then you sign up for Ring's virtual security guard plan, and what it does is an actual person monitors your cameras for you, kind of like ADT. And but it's a little expensive. It's $99 per month.
That's what I want. I want somebody watching my house remotely. What in the world?
Yeah. I want somebody else to be watching my cameras wherever I have them around my home. Oh, the hitches keep on rolling, don't they?
Yeah. I wonder. Wow. It'd be different, but I don't have anything worth stealing in my house, so if I had a TV, that'd be the most valuable thing. But I don't have a TV, so whoever breaks into my home, surprise!
You get nothing.
You get nothing. Nothing worth any value anyway. But
they also announced some new Blink products: $50 smart doorbell with 1080p video and 2-year battery life, and a $40 floodlight mount for its existing outdoor cameras, and a $50 solar panel mount to go with the cameras.
Oh boy! So it's funny. I'm watching the little commercial here, and somebody comes along to break in their house, and then, bam! The flying camera flies right up to them at the door.
Yeah.
They're like, man, try to break in. And then the scene before that was, oh, I'm at a sports event. Oh, I forgot the oranges. I wonder where they are. And the camera flies into the kitchen. There's the cut up oranges left on the table. Boy.
Again, I forget my cut up oranges all the time.
Well, and it's not like it doesn't matter where you left them.
Yeah,
if you're at the soccer game and you don't have them,
yeah,
it doesn't matter where they are.
Exactly, it's not going to help you regardless. The only thing it will help you is instead of having to drive all over the country to figure out where you had them. But although if you had cut up oranges, they're going to be one of two places.
Yeah,
in the vehicle or at the house, unless you just like pull over at some random gas station and cut it in the gas station bathroom. Then
Well, if you're taking your oranges in there, then you don't want them anyway.
Right.
So, I mean, I don't know. I could see somebody saying, yeah, that's a good idea. I would use a camera that you'd fly around your house.
I'm just seeing, I forgot something in the house, and walk in and that thing just takes off and smacks you upside the head.
Yeah. Or like you said, someone hack into it. And
yeah.
Now they got access to your house.
Now they're literally roaming your house.
You know what? I think this would be a good idea for banks to have.
Really?
Who would want the layout of a bank?
Yeah.
Or
this is true.
Yeah. Video access.
If
That,
you want
that's
your,
sarcasm, by the way.
if you want your product dumped, please send us your request.
Oh my.
Okay, so the last device,
There's more.
yeah, the last gadget
And there's more.
is the Amazon Astro, and and I read up on it. And I'm kind of comparing it to Rosie
Astro.
from the Jetsons.
Oh, okay, yeah, the little robot guy.
Yeah. So Amazon's making a robot that will roll around your house like a little Alexa powered Wally. And
Jeez Louise, $1,000 worth.
yes, and that's for day one. And the
Yeah,
price
it's gonna go up to 1,500
yes,
or 14.90.
from house mapping to security capabilities, there's a whole lot going on here.
Wow. Astro. Okay, so here's one of their pictures. Astro, take this snack to Tori. Really? You're gonna use it as delivery around your house?
Oh yeah, it had two cup holders in it. Did you see that?
No, I just
Yeah,
saw
on the
that.
back of it, there's two cup holders.
Oh my gosh. What was the maid's name from the Jetsons?
Rosie.
Rosie.
Yeah.
We're there.
Now now if you are interested, it's still it's on an invitation only basis.
I'm gonna refrain.
Come on, Dave. Let it out.
If Justin was here, maybe, but I don't understand. It can't go up and down stairs. Oh my! But I mean,
So it's $1,000.
I guess it's like a moving Alexa. I guess.
Yeah, so if you're not creeped out by the drone following you around, this thing can be beating on your ankles while it follows you around.
Yeah. I mean, maybe I just don't see it because I'm old school.
Well, if that's the case, I'm with you.
But
Okay.
I'm sure at some point, it would be nice. You're sitting there and you're like, hey, they'll leave the light on or the stove on or whatever, and who puts a security camera on their stove?
Right.
I don't have any security cameras inside my house because I don't see the need. But I guess if you had valuable stuff, then it would be an issue of, okay, hey, where do we put security cameras to do the best job of seeing whatever we want to be seen?
Right.
And that's always tough because then you have a bunch of cameras versus not so many. So with something like this, you could have portability.
Right.
That's the only upside I see to something like this.
Right.
Is the portability. But
Well, one thing I already see that they could do, and Amazon, if you're listening, contact me and I will give you my address. Well, you already have my address in the system to send the residual check for this idea. There's a little clip of Astro rolling across the living room floor. If you want to make that thing valuable, put a Roomba under it.
there you go. Double it down as a vacuum cleaner.
Yes. Now
Hey,
it's worth
Astro,
something.
go clean something.
Yeah,
I'm
now-
with you. Now
now-
it's a deal.
Yes. Now it's worth something.
Or put a little hitch on him and let him drag a vacuum around.
Yeah. But now it's just following you around. Okay, so now there's a clip of this lady walking around the house in her cup of coffee, and it's following right behind her playing music. I can't justify that.
Yeah.
And I see the clip you're talking about, the camera at the stove.
And I see they have a following around a little girl playing while her grandma's on the screen because it has a screen attached.
Yes.
And then it has a camera that goes up to the stove, so it extends up.
Okay, now this one is pretty neat. You get a 6-month trial of Ring Protect Pro to schedule patrols while you're away, proactively investigate detected events, and automatically save video clips in Ring's cloud storage. Okay, so now that is pretty cool. You can just sit there and roam around your house when you're not home, kind of like a little security guard.
Yeah. And that, I mean, I guess.
Not, it's not cool enough for me to buy it, but that's only about the actual.
Surely you
valuable.
got $1,500 just burning a hole in your pocket, Joe.
Sure.
Yeah. I mean, so let's go back to Wise. Let me go back here. I mean, here's my problem. So you can get the Wise doorbell for $50,
Right.
and then you could get 15 Wise cameras for the $1,500, and 15 cameras all around your home would cover everything, I'm sure.
Right.
And you
But
would.
it won't follow you around and creep you out, though.
That's what I was gonna say. All that for one that would follow you around and be mobile. I just can't see it. Can't see it. Somebody somewhere does see it though.
Right.
So, anyway, I would say, in my opinion, spend your money wisely. Wisely. There you go.
There you go.
There you go.
WYZE.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, now it says it has an Omron wrist blood pressure monitor with compatible Omron Gold wireless blood pressure monitor. You can take blood pressure readings and use the health skill for Alexa to view them on Astra's display. Again, not buying.
Not a fan.
Well, not a good enough idea.
Yeah.
Although here's a big one, Dave.
Uh-huh.
You can put your Furbo dog camera on there and let Astra run around, and you can toss dog treats out for your dog to play with.
Oh boy.
So if you
So we do need a trailer hitch on him.
yeah, well no, you
Or
put him in
her.
you put the little Furbo dog camera in the cup holder.
Huh.
Yeah.
Now, I wonder if, like, an older person, if you could use it as a monitoring for an older person that you worry about falling and stuff like that. Although you could put 15 wise cams up.
Yeah.
So I don't know. But if someone fell, if an older person fell in their home,
Well,
they could use this and say, "Hey Alexa, dial 911."
unless this thing was the reason that they fell, they tripped over it.
True. Okay.
Yeah, Astra got underneath their feet
Oh,
and tripped
boy.
them up.
All right. So, what's your tip of the week here?
Unless you just have a ton of money that you're wanting to blow, Amazon announced a bunch of new gadgets, and as you've heard, some of them are good ideas. A lot of them are going, what was they thinking? But
Yeah.
Amazon has some new gadgets out.
So if you're in the hunt for gadgets, check out Amazon. Tip of the week.
Yes.
Joe certified. Well, Joe, if anybody has any questions on the YouTube, the Facebook, or the Apple issues, or the tip of the week stuff,
Yes.
how they get a hold of you?
You give us a call at our office at 304-927-3588. Check out our website at amdigitaltechnologies.com. Or follow us on social media. We're on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube at AM Digital Tech for all that. And be sure to subscribe to the podcast, Help Desk with Joe and Dave. Leave us a 5-star review. We are on all the major platforms, and all of our episodes are hosted by Anchor.fm.
Nice. All right. Well, another good week of helping people, protecting people, and providing information that people need to know for this week. And for myself, and of course, Justin's not here, but myself and Joe today, this is another episode of Help Desk with Joe, show number 79. And we'll be back next week for number 80. Is it going to be special?
I don't know.
I mean, it's 80. It's
Yeah.
just a 10 number, but not the 100. We'll have to have a special 100 show for sure.
Yeah, we'll have to do something major for it.
Yeah, definitely make fun of Justin on that one.
Apple,
Anyway.
bring on your trouble.
Yeah, there you go. So no Justin today, but we'll be back next week for show number 80. So thanks for tuning in to Help Desk with Joe here in our Spencer, West Virginia podcast studio, and we will be back next week.
We'll see you then.